How far back can you remember? I remember being really little. I remember learning to talk. I remember nap time. I remember being in my crib. I remember my mom coming in at 5 in the morning saying goodbye when she had to go to work, and I would smell her hair. And it would smell so good. And I would try to eat it, and then it would taste really yuck. And I would spit it out, but it'd be stuck on my fingers because I wrapped them around so tight. Anyway, my point is that when I was about a year old, I grabbed my mom's face and I brought it really close and I looked her right in the eyes and I said, "I see you in there." And it's something that I still do. So it's interesting because as I got older, I started paying more attention to people and I tried to give them attention, like looking them in the eyes and smiling and noticing them and noticing like their existence and that it matters. A lot of people get kind of like small-minded, and I don't mean that in a rude way or anything. We get distracted with one thing, like we gotta pay the bills, we gotta go to work, we gotta do whatever, and people get really miserable and they don't really zoom out and think about all the things that are going right for them or the progress that our civilization has made to get to where we are right now. Like when we're riding the bus and people have to go to work and they hate riding the bus and they hate being with people and it's like crowded and there's like weirdos and drug addicts and I don't know, you never know what you're gonna find on the community transit. But the cool thing is that we have a bus that takes you to work, because it used to be wagons, and if you didn't have any like bison or, you know, mules, then you wouldn't really be able to get anywhere, or horses, right? But we have cars and we have roads and we can get wherever we want, and it's easy to forget those types of things that make our lives easy every day, but they do. And so you can't really like explain that to people, but what you can do is when you see somebody and they're having a bad day, you can notice them. You can notice they're having a bad day, and you can, some people like to be left alone, and that's fine, and sometimes people need a warm smile, and sometimes they need to talk. So you ask them questions and you just ask them how they're doing. One time I met a lady on the bus that was being abused by her husband because she was from China and English wasn't her first language, and we made friends, and her name was Chana, and I still remember her, and I tried to encourage her to go off on her own and not depend on this guy because he was like beating her. And I saw her on the bus every day when I went to work, and we'd talk and she would get so happy to see me. And if that isn't what makes life worth living, I don't know what is.